Carmen Banana with Carmen's Banana Cooking. We have a great recipe tonight, folks. It's called creamed bananas. But before we start, I have a real special friend for you to meet. Roland, I've known Roland for 15 years. Oh, I don't even want to say how many years I've known him, but it's been close to 15 years. Hadn't it been, Roland? Come on up. Hi, welcome to the Carmen Banana Show. Listen, Roland has a song for us. I'm going to just run into Casa Carmen and get the stove warmed up while you start singing.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you, Roland.
It must have been cold there in my shadow, to never have sunlight on your face. You've been content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind. I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Only a face without a name. I never once heard you complain. Whoa, did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I'd like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, oh baby, that I've got it all right here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. And oh babe, I would be nothing without you. Oh, did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I'd like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, 'cause you are the wind beneath my wings. You are the wind beneath my wings.
so beautiful.
Thank you.
Listen, I want you to come over and we want to visit with you for a while and also want to show you this new recipe I have called cream
Surely.
banana. So let's come on over to Casa Carmen.
Hey.
Here we are in Casa Carmen. Okay, first of all, Roland, occasionally people send me gifts.
Yes.
From from around here in Austin, and I got one this past week, and I wanted to open it first thing I do, but here's this little note on it first, and here's, what does it say? It's a long one. It says, "Dear Carmen, I watch your program every week, but I have one question. Why do you keep forgetting to put the bananas in the recipe? Maybe this will help. It has your name on it. Love, Jennifer and Melissa." Well, what in the world could they be talking about? So let's see what this is. I love to get gifts, don't you?
I love it.
Oh, look.
A banana?
It's a cutting board with little bananas on it. So whenever I have any questions, I can just look and see what's going on here. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we always like to get the fan mail out of the way the first thing. Okay, so we have that out of the way. Now, Roland, I don't even remember how long it's been. Oops, wait. Okay, let me scoot that over here. I don't even remember how long it's been since I've met you. What was it about?
It was 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Austin Country.
Is that where it was?
Austin,
Dancing in the Austin Country.
Or maybe it was before that. It was Pearl Street Warehouse.
Oh, no, that
Street.
does go back. Pearl Street Warehouse, that goes back a long time.
A long time.
But really, I think where you really made your name, though, was at the Austin Country,
Austin
though, wasn't it?
Country, yes.
Did you ever win any awards or were you ever doing any contests there or anything? Or did you travel around Texas and do any of the shows there?
Well, it started out at the Austin Country. I started as a female impersonator. Of course, you knew that.
That's why I fell in love with you.
But I was the second Miss Gay Austin.
Oh,
and then I went on to
remember that.
Went on to Dallas after I left Austin. Well, I lived there for 7 years. I went on to win Miss Dallas there.
Yeah.
And right after that, Miss Texas. So I've been traveling all throughout all the southwestern states.
And when you won Miss Texas, did it mean that you were able to travel? Did you do much traveling
We were
then?
traveling all over the West Coast and East Coast, just traveling and promoting the title of Miss Texas. And now I'm focusing now on my career as a singer, entertainer. So I'm presently working at
Where are you working?
Where are you working now?
Where do you work?
I'm working at the Private Cellar at 709 East 6th Street, and we're doing happy hours there every Thursday and Friday.
This is not Wheel of Fortune. You can say the name of the company.
Okay, that's right.
You do not have to say a major bar on 6th Street.
A major bar on 6th Street. No, it is the Private Cellar, and I'm having a great time there.
And what's the address there on?
709 East 6th Street.
And you do, you feature live entertainment, don't you?
Yes, every Thursday and Friday, as well as Sunday evenings, we do a 9 o'clock show.
Oh,
Presently, we're wrapping up our 6th Street Star Search.
Star Search,
Yeah,
how fun.
it's been a
What
lot of
types of
fun.
things have you discovered?
All of the live entertainment and not only in the gay community, but anyone who will, come in and showcase your talent. It's great. It's been great. For the past 3 months, we've had great talent coming in. The first trip we gave was to for our 6 weeks finals. We're going to the 7th week, and we gave a trip to Acapulco, which you would dearly love.
A trip to Acapulco.
Trip or two.
Woo! Wait just a second.
Hopefully, we're wrapping up this next 6 weeks with a trip or two to Hawaii.
Oh, how wonderful. And so, what would, I know we have a lot of stars out here in Banana Land. What would they have to do to come down, and do they audition for you, or what do they do?
Actually, if you have a tape, if you need the house musician, come in, and if you have sheet music, as long as you have sheet music, you can come in and just come in and just sing.
An audition.
An audition, actually, is what it is. We have a rehearsal every Saturday for those who require sheet music, or if you have your own cassette, which
people do.
People do. So.
Really? Well, that just sounds, it's great. Austin needs more live entertainment, don't they?
They do.
Really. Well, listen, speaking of live entertainment, let's start doing the banana creams or what is it called? Cream bananas, because you will not believe this. The first thing we always do, Roland, is first things first, we turn the wok on first.
Okay.
And of course, with all of our recipes, at least with this one with the wok, you don't have to use the wok. You can use a double boiler or any kind of a stove or a pan, but of course, here in the studios, we're lucky to have the wok. Okay,
Walk your California upbringing.
Yes. Really, from my early days in California. Oh, just put just the lid, but that's all right. Okay, now the first thing that we're going to put in our recipe, cream bananas, is going to be, let me see, what is the official name of it? It has its official name. Okay, this is called unsweetened coconut. Now, this is not cream of coconut, because cream of coconut is like, oh, it's like stuff you make drinks with.
Okay.
This is actually just coconut and, it's just the coconut juice. Now slowly add that in the wok. Okay, we got that in the wok. And like I said, you have to use, and you can see even pieces of coconut in it. This is like the real thing. This isn't the sweetened stuff you make cocktails with.
Okay.
This is what you cook with. And the next thing you add is 6 ounces of brown sugar. Well, of course, I have no absolute idea in the world how much 6 ounces is because I left my measuring cup at home. Well, at least I didn't leave the bananas, I got the most important things. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle in, there's probably 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 5 ounce, 6 ounces. There goes 6 ounces right there if I ever saw 6 ounces, isn't it? Okay. Oops. Someone
Squeeze
kicked
me.
the can. Okay. Okay, now just stir this up. Now the instructions are to get this thing boiling, so let's just really turn the wok up so that it is really, really cooking. Now, while this is cooking, the next ingredient is gelatin. Now, for some reason, this entire recipe is in ounces, so it says 1/2 ounce of gelatin. Now, nowhere on the package does it say how many ounces are in that. So, by mathematical deduction, I decided that 2 of these would be 1/2 an ounce. Okay, gosh, how can I remember that? Oh, look, this is boiling already. Isn't this wonderful to have, that's the nice thing about the wok, is that it really cooks up a storm real fast. Okay, Roland, why don't you open that up for me, because that's my 2 tablespoons of water. Whenever you use, this is regular unflavored gelatin.
Okay.
See, and can you open that Tupperware? I must have glued it on. There it is. Okay, because this is beginning to boil. Just let it boil. Okay. And now throw in 2 packages, which is 1/2 an ounce. Now, can you stir that up a little bit with this? Stir that up with that. And, okay, that's perfect. And now throw that in. It's always good to have an assistant, isn't it? Throw that into the wok.
This is my favorite thing to do. This is my favorite pastime.
Okay, really. And now what you do...
They call me Uncle Ben.
Oh, no. Oh, Roland. Okay, now what you do is just stir that in. Okay. And now what I've done is I have actually turned the fire off, because that's all you need to do is to cook this. You just need to just warm it up, bring it to a boil. And this is nearly the closest thing to like an instant pudding that we have.
When you put in the bananas?
The bananas come next. But first of all, we have to do is to puree the bananas. Now, of course, what we have to do with the bananas is, we have a little puree stick. Now, Roland, there's some new bananas that are in the market. Now, I want to show you there are different kinds of bananas that we have here. Now, you'll notice that the pretty bananas right here are these nice, bright yellow ones. Mm-hmm. Well, anyone that's watched the Carmen Banana show knows that yellow bananas are not where it's at. They have to be speckled or brown before they're any good. And that's why I brought these other, as beautiful as these are, that's why I have these other bananas over here. These are the Mexican bananas. And they're a little bit smaller.
It's easy to puree, huh?
Yeah, they'll be much easier to puree. When you're trying to puree a banana, you want to use the ripest banana possible. And you have to see the brown spots. If it's not brown, honey, it's not ready. Save it for tomorrow.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Kill me.
Kill you. Well, what should we start with?
Oh, well, it's always good to start at the beginning.
I've been waiting for this for 15 years.
May I peel your bananas?
Yes, okay, Ricky. Let's start peeling the bananas and throw them in here. These are those, and the nice thing I like about the Mexican bananas is that the flavor and the aroma is so incredible. Now, of course, it says, the recipe that I'm giving you says 16 ounces of banana. Well, who in the world had ever heard of 16 ounces of banana? I mean, that's totally ridiculous. Okay, I presume that that's going to be a few of them. Okay,
Just
so
2 or 3 or 4.
oh, how many do you think?
Oh, that's good. I don't know.
Let's go bananas and put in 5. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Now, do you want to start pureeing these?
Oh, why not?
Okay, because while you're pureeing those, this is the little trick that you have to remember is you have to get ice. Okay, you have to get ice from the ice chest and put it in a big pan. And when you put the ice in a big pan, wait, where is it? See this big, where in the world is the camera? Okay, I have a big bag of ice. Where are you? Oh, whoops, the ice is spilling out. I have a big container of ice right here. Okay, and I'm going to put a little tiny pan in it, and that's going to chill the whole thing. So what we do is we dump this mixture. Okay, well, let me unplug everything, because that's over for the cooking. Let me unplug that. You dump this mixture in this... Okay, let's get... Okay, that's it. Okay, now see how this is all smoking because this is an ice... Push this down on the ice and start stirring it. Now what this is going to do, this is what they call an instant cool. You don't have to wait around for hours while this thing cools naturally. You just put it in the ice and let Mother Nature cool it. So how's the puree coming?
Wonderful, darling.
Oh, God.
It looks marvelous.
Oh,
I think we have
great.
pureed bananas.
Really? Is this the first time you've ever pureed bananas?
No, not really. Yes, it is. This is fun.
Really? Okay, now what we need to do is I still need to stir this around a little bit and keep this going. What we need to do is to get the lime ready. And if you could cut the, just set this down someplace. If you could cut this lime in half, where's the knife? This is not the knife, this is the castanets. Okay, there's the knife over there. If you cut that lime on my banana board, cut the lime, no, cut it the other way so it'll fit in my little squeezer. Listen, do you have one of these at home?
Yes, I do.
Aren't these the neatest invention in the world? Really? Use it for garlic. Well, you can use it. That's what's so nice about it. You can use it for anything. Okay, put the lime in there and put it in the bananas. And you know what the lime? Yes, you squeeze it in just like that. And you know what the lime does to the bananas? It keeps the bananas from turning too brown, and that we always have a nice, pretty color of bananas.
Brown is not bad.
Well, I know. Well, you do have a point, Roland. But with bananas, you want it looking cream color. It's got to be beautiful. Okay, squeeze that in there and give that a nice little stir. Do we have our one stirring? Okay, you can sort of cream that in there. Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
Honey, it's the lumpy best.
That's all right.
This is great.
That's perfect. Okay, now this, of course, is still cooling. You know, you've got to still let this and sort of spin it around, give it a few spins. See how you're doing? Say what?
It takes a while.
It takes a while. It all has to cool. That's why we have plenty of things to do, you know.
Those strawberries are so beautiful.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's the next thing you need to do, Roland, is start cutting up the strawberries and get them into little, how do you think would be the prettiest to this? See, we want to put them in our little champagne cups.
Okay, is this for,
and then pour the pudding over it.
Over the strawberry?
Yes. This is banana. This is cream bananas. So why don't you do the strawberries in like quarters? How's that sound? Of course, you could be creative. You could make little rosebuds out of the strawberries. That's why everything just sort of falls around. It's all right. Roland, this is actually thickening up.
Yay.
Miracles do happen. Ooh, it's becoming very thick. Very, very, very thick. See?
What
okay.
You put a hole, like a hole?
Yeah, and sort of throw them in the, yeah, like that. Like that.
Okay.
Okay, well, I think it's called instant. Okay, okay, folks, I'm sorry, everything must stop, and in goes the bananas.
Quickly.
Okay, all of a sudden it was time to throw in the bananas. You never know how this is with this instant pudding, because this is all going to go in like this. And now you have one more ingredient. Okay, so far now we have the coconut milk and the brown sugar. Now you put a cup of plain yogurt. Oh, Roland, that looks beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful?
That looks
I did
beautiful. Okay. Can you set that over there?
So do you want it where? Just
Oh,
just
okay,
back
yeah,
here,
right
outside?
over here.
So
Why
you
don't
could
put it
be
over there
mixed
so we can see everything, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Walk out of the way, Carmen.
okay, the walk with the walk. Okay, I can just set it over here. Walk the walk away. Okay, how does that look? We must always keep things beautiful. Okay, now, Roland, what you do, while this is still congealing, what you do is you throw in plain yogurt.
Okay.
And, of course, you don't want anything except a plain yogurt because anything else will add too much flavor.
Okay.
And you want it to be subtle. You want the subtleness of the plain yogurt. Now, I don't know if you can, is it possible to see inside the magic bowl? And you can see what kind of a texture. I mean, this is real pudding. Okay, now you've got this pudding, this creamed bananas, and what you do is you just start dishing it into the little strawberries. Creamed bananas
Makes your tummy
over
stay
strawberries. Okay, now you know, Roland, while I'm doing, oops, it doesn't matter if you miss a little bit.
Just turn it around.
Just turn it around. And the guess what? No, while we're doing this, let's have the recipe up. Let's see if our Chiron generator is working tonight. Is it working? There it is. It's cream bananas. Remember the first thing you start out with, and don't ask me why they have everything in ounces. You start out with 8 ounces of coconut milk, which is really just a can of coconut milk, a couple of shakes of brown sugar, a couple of packages of unflavored gelatin, a couple of tablespoons of cold water to dissolve it in. And remember how you pureed the bananas? Yes. That was the best part, wasn't it? And then you put in some plain yogurt and some the juice of 1 lime. Okay, now what we're going to do is to put a little decoration on top. So why don't you pick out some of the juiciest strawberries of all, and maybe put them on top there.
Just like this.
Or what do you think? Or would that be? Or should we cut them off? Or how should we do
no,
the
we're
top
already
of
something
it?
just
Just like that. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh,
Looks
that.
good enough to eat.
Do you think so, Stephen?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh no. Oh no.
I shouldn't dare try this
That-
recipe after you've prepared this. I want to try it.
Well, really, we're going to try it right now. But listen, first of all, we might as well just sign off. Let's eat in the privacy of our own Casa Carmen.
you.
Listen, Roland, thanks for coming
you
and
so
visiting
much.
us at Casa Carmen.
Come see us at the private
Oh,
cellar.
for sure, Rob. We'll be there right after the taping tonight. We're going to go on over to the
Good.
private cellar tonight.
Good.
And listen, thanks a lot. Let's wave goodbye to the camera one more time. Goodbye from Casa Carmen.
Bye.
Goodbye.